My heart is beating so bad. I'm gonna cry. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. And if you're new, or in case you forgot again, I'm Den.
I'm Ellie.
It's been a while. I don't want to start it like that. It's been a while. We haven't been here in a while.
Good.
I didn't prepare a speech for this. But I'm sorry. No, I don't want this.
Okay, let's just start all over. Ready, set. Hey. That was disgusting. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
And if you're new,
she's Den and I'm Allie. That's what she's supposed to say. I could.
I can't do it.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
And if you're new, I'm Den.
And I'm Allie.
So, before we start the video, I'll tell you a little quick story of why we haven't filmed in a while. Because it's been a while. It's been a long time. I don't even know how long. Probably like 2-3 months.
I know you guys have been asking, and we're back.
Okay, so we only have one good reason why we haven't filmed in a while. And that reason is I basically wanted to stop for a little bit, and since I carry this channel, just kidding, she had no choice other than to not post also. It's fine. We both understand that. If it wasn't for me, we would have videos.
Get the fuck out. Just get the fuck out.
Okay, so yeah, I wanted to break because I would go to my classes and I'd barely be home. Like, I would get home like at 6, and you can't really film because we use natural lighting. So by the time I get home, it's already late. And long story short,
Here's your certificate.
she passed. I got my certificate and I'm done with my classes.
Guess who she is, guys?
Guess what I am? I'm a truck driver.
She's a truck driver, guys.
I drive trucks.
For the people that said that she was a girl and little, guess what?
I passed. But now we're gonna be able to focus more on videos because I'm done with my classes now, and we can focus on the channel for the winter, I guess. And I hope you're ready for more winter videos.
Okay, so you're probably wondering what this story time is about. This story time is about how we almost died on her 21st birthday.
It's not funny.
It's not.
I think I'm officially kind of over it, you know, like I can drive, but still I put my high beams on. And you'll understand why. But I'm very cautious at night when I'm driving, but her, she took it to the extreme level of being a vegetarian. How long have you been a vegetarian?
Ever since.
But you're doing great. And
Oh my gosh.
let's start with the story. So, it all started on
October 21st, 2019.
this year. So, it was my birthday. I wasn't really doing much. So, I wake up, they sing happy birthday to me. I go back to sleep, they go to school, and then I wake up later and go to my classes. You know, my CDL classes, drive trucks. And I just go there and come home late. And so I get home like at 6 and it's already dark, and I'm like, I don't want to waste this day, right? This is my birthday.
And
And
you're 21.
21, I didn't do anything cool, let me just tell you that. But I do get this idea when I'm like, maybe we should go to Starbucks because it's my favorite thing to do if I'm not doing anything. Like, it just gives you life, you know, like excitement. Especially on a boring day. And then, like, I don't know, I just love Starbucks. I feel like you're not saying anything.
Okay, so
No, and then on the okay, what were you?
Okay, so when we got home from school, she had this whole idea of going to Starbucks. We convinced our mom to let us out, even though she did not want us to go out. It was dark, and it was her 21st birthday. And She just didn't want to let her go. Yeah.
So basically, our mom didn't want us to go. So I was like, come on, Mom. Like, I usually ask her for permission if I want to go out. I'm 21, but that's what I have to do in this. So I go over and I ask my mother. I'm like, hey, Mom, can I go to Starbucks? And she's like,
it's late. Like, why do you want to go to Starbucks right now?
okay, so then I was like, well, it's my birthday. I'm turning 21, and I would like to do something interesting because, like, all I did was class and home, you know? Boring. Usually people go out and party, and all I wanted was Starbucks to complete my day. So then she like lets me go, but she's like, no, you're gonna get pulled over. Like before she let me go, she's like,
You're gonna get pulled over, it's late.
and I'm like,
excuse me, I'm a good driver.
yeah. So she lets us go, and we go, and I take my cousin Bianca, and I take her and my brother, and it's the four of us driving over there, and the streets are really dark and there's no cars, right?
No,
Except for this one car. But it's parked on the side of the road, and I was like, that's weird. Like, why is that car just there? But I was like, whatever. And we were just going, jamming out and music and stuff, and we noticed, no, I don't notice, my cousin Bianca notices the car turn around, and she's like, it's probably a cop, and I was like, since she's always like thinking this, I'm like, no, it's not, you're being paranoid. So then the lights turn on and it's the cop. She was right. But I was like, what did I do wrong, you know? Like, what did I do wrong? I don't know. And he comes on the side of the window,
And then he was like,
Well, you were speeding. You're going 70.
on a 60. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I'm a good driver.
I was so
Like license registration, please.
And I give him the license because I know exactly where that is. It's in my wallet. And then registration. I did it. I was looking everywhere for that. I was shaking, looking everywhere.
as she's trying to find her insurance, he's looking at her information, and he's like,
Is today your birthday?
And I was like, yeah, we were gonna go to get some Starbucks. So he's like,
I'm not gonna give you a ticket on your birthday.
and he lets me go.
and here's a video of her Snapchat when she said that she got
That's a
pulled over.
cringy Snapchat. I'm not gonna put it.
Really?
No, that's so cringe.
It's not bad.
I mean, they let you off.
Police let me off because it was my birthday.
I was really happy in that Snapchat because I was at Starbucks and it was my birthday. And yeah, that's all I have to say. After this, I didn't want to go home yet because I feel like it needed a little something, you know, like my birthday needed a little something. So I was like, my second favorite place to go. I wouldn't say second. It's my other favorite place to go.
So we went to Walmart. Did we? I can't remember.
Yeah, we did. But I think you were going to say it like that. We went to Walmart, and I don't remember anything at Walmart. What did we even do?
I think we just walked around.
I don't remember anything we
No.
did there.
I think we just went there to FaceTime.
We did. That's exactly what we did. And then on the way home is probably the reason why I forgot what we did at Walmart, because it was irrelevant. On the way home, we're following this really nice red Mustang, I think. Looks like one. I don't know much about cars, but it was nice. And I wouldn't have remembered that car if it wasn't for this incident.
Okay. Go on.
So, this car does this like weird swerve thing, like
It
it
was like-
swerves out of the lane.
Like, it was like very like quick though. Like, it's not like they planned to do that. They were just like,
Yeah, like it was pretty fast, and then they just swerved. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna swerve too, because it's dark and I don't know what they saw. So I swerve, and I see like this big old black thing. It looked like a black bumper, right? It was huge. And we get closer, and I'm passing it, and I look at the window, and I'm like, what the did I just see, you know?
this black bumper, we thought it was a black bumper, turned out to be a black cow spinning because the car had hit the cow.
Have you ever played with one of those tops so you spin? The cow was spinning like that. Like it was spinning
Like
that.
crazy.
I was like, what the heck? I parked not because like I hit it or anything. I parked because I was like,
What did we just see?
a cow is spinning, and so I wanted to move that cow out of the way.
Yes, because it was really dark outside.
And I barely saw that thing, and the person in front of me barely saw that thing. So I'm like, this person coming, there's not a person behind us, but like a person is gonna come, and they're probably not gonna see it, and they're gonna get hurt. So I wanted to move it, but I've told people this story before,
And they're like, why would you want to move a big cow?
Oh, you think you're gonna move the cow?
and I was like, I don't know, I didn't think that through, but I did want to move it.
Yes, we did want to move it. We went on the side, and we just like wasted our time just sitting in the car discussing whether or not we're gonna move it or not, even though that would be impossible. The cow was humongous.
Huge, a full-grown black cow in the middle, taking up like a full car lane. Like, it's huge.
Me, my brother, and we were just like, oh, I hope no one comes. Oh, I hope no one comes.
They're sitting in the back seat.
We're sitting in the back. We're turned back just in case there's no cars, because we were still deciding if we were gonna move the cow or not. And we look back, and there's this car. This car is going so fast. Like, I don't know how fast, but it looked like it was zooming. Okay, just imagine this. This is the cow. This is the car. That cow made the car launch up, launch down, and swerve. Dude, when that car hit the cow, there were sparks.
Sparks. Not even playing. I thought like, I just saw like,
And we just scream. We just scream. We're like, DENIA, drive, push, drive. And she could not comprehend what was going on. So my brother screamed at her.
Okay, I was actually on the phone with my cousin. He's like usually the person I call when I'm in emergencies, and so I call him. And I'm like, Bonnie, what do we do? Should we move the cow out of the way or whatever? I don't even know what he said. He was cutting off. He sounded like a robot. And he's like, I can't hear you either. And I was like, frick. And so I just hear them yelling in the back. This is my point of view. And I just hear them yelling in the back, and they're like, a car's coming. I'm like, what the fuck? We're late, you know? Like, I wanted to move that thing. And so I look in my rear view mirror. This is where I'm looking at this whole thing happen. I should have just turned my head around and looked at it. But no, I was looking at it through my mirror. The tiny little mirror. And I see the same thing she did, but like mini. And oh my gosh. It's the craziest thing I've ever witnessed. I've ever seen with my own eyes in person. And I just pictured like that part of the car going up. I just, oh my gosh, like sparks, blood gushing.
And death.
It was probably worse in my head, but it was so bad. And I'm just there frozen, just like replaying that in my head. And they're telling me drive, and I'm like, okay. And I don't even look at the like the gears. I'm going to like drive right from park, and I don't even look at it. And I'm like, shoot, is it even in drive? What if it's in neutral? And I actually drive. I push the acceleration thingy, and I go, and I skirt a little bit. I just go beep, like a little bit, and then they're like, no, Tanya, go more. And I'm like, I'm still in drive, and so I go more, and I go way over, and I pass the car in front of me that was the Mustang.
First people that actually got hit.
So I go way in front of them, and dude, if they wouldn't have told me to move, I wouldn't have moved, and that car going crazy would have hit me.
Okay.
But I didn't expect it to be going crazy for that long. Like, it was literally...
He was literally swerving.
Like, he was trying to catch control.
Right when that happened, she got in front of the people that had hit the cow first, and we just jumped out. We gotta move the cow. I don't know how we're gonna do it. We just gotta move it. I was stressed out.
I just wanted to move the cow. Yeah, we're spazzing out on these people. And so I call the police. My service sucks. Sorry, Boost, but like, you suck. And the time I needed you the most, you weren't there for me. So the girl that was driving in the Mustang, she's like, here, use mine. And so I use her phone. It's really nice. It's a really cool phone. So I use her phone and I'm like calling the police and I give them my name, all that shit. I was crazy. I mean, you could barely understand me. I was talking super fast. And so they're like, is the guy okay though? And I'm like, I don't know. And she runs to go see the guy, but I didn't want them to go see the guy.
Because the same thing would have happened, but the first thing that popped into my head was like, check on the guy. Is he okay?
I want to check on him too, but I didn't want them to go over there because what if a car goes and it's still whacked, you know? And so I go over there. She's already there talking to the guy. And the first thing I see is the guy's car. The front is like so squashed. It's like a can. It's like, and I'm like, where's the guy at though? And I see a group of people, and I didn't know who was in the car, but when I saw blood on his shirt, I was like, that's you. That was you. And so he was wearing like a gray shirt and it was just like blood. But he was fine. Like he was walking. Nothing was broken.
Everything was fine. It was just his nose. And
the airbag saved him, he said.
airbag.
And it just came out, boom, hit him in the face, made him bleed. But he said he was good. And I'm like, on the phone, I'm like, are you okay? And he's like, don't call the police. And I was like,
he told us that before she came. I was like, are you okay? Is everything okay? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. I just need to call a couple people. Do you have a phone? Because I don't know where mine's at right now. And he's like, just don't call the cops. And I'm like,
and I was like, I'm on the phone with the cops right now.
Like,
he's like, oh.
He's stressed out. And
I was like, I'm so sorry. But it's because he had a little bit of drink.
He was driving fast. He did not look at the road.
Well, we don't know. He said that he looked away for a second, and that's what happened. So I'm just glad he was okay. Everyone was okay.
Oh yes, disclaimer, everyone was okay.
Everyone, like, that was crazy. Everyone was okay. The guy's car wasn't okay. The other guy's car was like okay, kind of. But it was like he still needs to get fixed.
Yeah,
but everyone was fine.
Everyone was fine.
We were fine. Oh my gosh. But we were the only ones that were not touched. Like, we were untouched, you know?
Yes.
And I look, and we all go back into my car, and I look around us, and there's like so many cars parked on the side.
They were just being chismosos.
But it helped because more people would slow down. They all had their emergency lights on, and so people
made it look as a scene so they won't
hit the cow.
There's no proof of anything happening.
We tried looking this up. So we're not making this up.
We're not making this up. I promise we are not making this up. We try to get photos from
I asked
a friend of hers.
Yes, because the day after that, I go to my class and I tell the story to my friend, and he was like, what? No way. Like, he saw it on someone's story. So then he shows it to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, so this cow, this is the aftermath of this cow. And it's in daylight. It looked like
Still out there?
It looked like it was daytime. So I didn't think about this yet, but like, it was probably there for a while. The cow was there. And on this girl's story that he showed me, that cow was not as bad as I thought. Although the head of the cow was like 2 yards away from the body of the cow.
So do you remember how we said that the cow was here and the car had launched up and straight down and there were sparks? That spark, I'm assuming that's how it happened.
She's assuming that's how the head just flew off.
Dude, I imagined it way more dramatic.
Me too. I thought it was gonna cut in half. I thought it was like in half.
And then blood everywhere, like just blood.
Yeah, just gushing. Sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. No, but seriously, the cow is so sad. But
we did not talk to anyone. That's probably why, because they didn't really have much information.
Oh, that's true. Because I just left. After the cops got there, we all got in the car and we just left. I don't know why. I didn't want to stay there any longer because there's already cops. Everyone was fine. I was like, I'm gonna leave now. And so I go home. I tell the story 3 million times to everyone I know. So if you already know the story, I'm sorry, you have to like watch it again. But like,
this
crazy.
is more
And so yeah, we don't have any pictures to show you guys, but I'm gonna try my best to edit it the best way I can so you can visually feel and see what we experienced.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed, and now just drive with your high beams on. That's what I do.
No. No, not when cars are.
Oh yeah, not when cars are around, but if you're like, if you have an opportunity to use your high beams, use them. It could save your life.
And I hope you guys drive safely from this video that you just watched. It's
And-
crazy.
Yeah, and now our parents use that as a reason for us to not go out at like night.
Yeah.
Our grandmother, she's like, there's cows out. Like she uses that like the Llorona. She uses that so we don't go out. We're still gonna go out tonight. We're gonna go to
Church.
church. So we're not gonna let that stop us from being on the road and living our lives.
Oh.
But we are gonna be scarred for the rest of our lives.
And this is the story to tell our children. I'm just kidding.
And it's a really interesting story to tell. So we wanted to share it with you guys. And that's the only interesting thing that's ever happened to me. So I hope you enjoyed. And we'll see you next week.
See you guys next week. Be safe. Love you. Like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell to keep you notified.
And hopefully we don't flake on y'all. Just kidding.
Yes. See you guys next Friday.
Bye. Mwah.
Peace!
That was so good. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe. Bye. Like maybe like once a week, but no. Should it still be every Friday? Yeah. Okay.